The appeal of the statement of expense being heard this date is for San Joaquin County Environmental Health Department costs for time, services, and materials associated with a substandard housing enforcement case initiated on May 29th, 2020 for violations of the San Joaquin County Ordinance Code, Title 8, Division 5, and the California Health and Safety Code, Section 17920.3. The appeal is for invoice IN 0338620, dated July 27th, 2020, for $1,140. The appellate states that she was renting the field on her property to her tenant. Her tenant told her that the marijuana grow was legal, so she allowed it. Appellant says that if she had known that the marijuana grow was illegal, she would not have allowed it. The appellate feels that the violations and enforcement costs should either be reversed or set aside because no arrests were made on her or her daughter. Because of that, the appellant feels she should not be penalized with these enforcement costs. The appellant states that she is a 86-year-old widow on a fixed income. She says that it would be difficult, if not impossible, for her to come up with $1,140. The San Joaquin County Ordinance Code, Division 5 Housing and Nuisance Abatement Code, and the California Health and Safety Code, Division 13, Part 1.5, State Housing Law, both require substandard violations be corrected by the property owner. There are separate laws that address tenant-landlord responsibilities that are outside the authority of the Environmental Health Department and are not part of the substandard housing program abatement process. However, these laws may be utilized by the tenant or landlord as a matter between them to resolve these other issues. In accordance with the San Joaquin County Ordinance Code and the Board of Supervisors Resolution R-90-620, the Environmental Health Department is directed to recover all costs from the property owner related to substandard housing activities. The Environmental Health Department has reviewed the violations cited and the cost charged to the case and has determined that they are reasonable and consistent with the Board of Supervisor resolutions, the San Joaquin County Ordinance Code, and Housing Program Activity Protocols. The Environmental Health Department recommends that the Board of Housing Appeals confirm the statement of expense dated July 27, 2020, and deny the appeal.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any comments from building?
No, we have no comments.
How about from the sheriff?
Sheriff's Office, no comments. Review shows no calls for service within the last 12 months.
Do we have any photos at all? Photographs? All righty. Well, is there somebody who wishes to? Yes, hi. Is there someone who wishes to address the board regarding this matter?
Yes, my name is Jody Ekman. I'm actually Marie's daughter. And as soon as I got a pile of citations, and everything was corrected immediately. The substandard housing, I believe that was a trailer that they had brought back there, but nobody lived in it, and it's gone. It was gone the very next day. I had them get it all out of here. In fact, the 19th of this month, they're all going to go away. But that's just a lot of money for me and my mom to come up with. You know, I spent so much money just running around trying to get everything taken care of. Plus, not to mention the fact that when they came in, they used their ram thing to ram my front door, which wasn't even locked. So my door is broken. The frame is broken. My bathroom door is broken. I don't know why. And the garage door was broken. And I have to fix all of this, and it's just a big expense for me.
Okay. So you're saying that you feel that it's just excessive cost and you can't afford it.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
I wasn't wrong. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to let the board know about this?
Well, I'm sure after I hang up, I'll think of everything. But
Well,
I think,
give it some thought. A couple minutes.
okay.
Anything else you want us to know before we discuss the matter?
Well, like my mom is 86 years old. She's bedridden. She's on oxygen 24/7. Myself, I have COPD and I'm on oxygen, not 24/7, but I do have my oxygen. And it's just the two of us living here. It's a lot of work for me. I try and keep it up as best I can, but it's just a big expense. I don't know how we would do it.
Yeah, before you ask the questions, Mr. Sanguinetti, I want it noted that Mr. Sanguinetti was present for the entire hearing. I just didn't mention it because we were already started, but he heard all the evidence and heard all the information relative to this case. Okay?
Okay, so I guess my questions is it sounds to me, you say your door was broken down and all that. I'm assuming then the premises were entered by warrant?
Well, I didn't see a warrant, but they said they had one. They never showed it to me. We were both in bed when they came onto the property, and that was quite a rude awakening. They used their flash bombs on my front porch. They scared the crap out of me, my mom, my dog. And then they broke my doors, and I just thought that was kind of overkill.
Where was the marijuana field still growing at the time?
It was in the back, though. There was nothing in my house.
I understand that, but were they still active fields?
You're right, it was, yes.
Okay.
I think they had cut it already. See, I didn't really go out there that much because my breathing is bad, and it's hard for me to walk that far. And that's my own fault. I should have checked on it more.
Well, actually, to take that one step further, you should have checked to see if it was legal for them to grow that there anyway before you let them.
Had he kept it to the number that he was supposed to, I believe it was, with the permits he had. But he got greedy, I guess, and there was way too many plants.
Greed is a big issue in the world. Anyway, to move on, you know, the county spent a considerable amount of money and time on this case, and they're only billing you basically 3/4 of their time, 78%, a little more than 3/4. The county also has a plan that you can make payments on it. It doesn't all have to be paid in a lump sum. I believe that we've done that in the past. I think that can still be arranged. So that can also help from a financial standpoint. It's hard, you know, I'm sorry that the doors were broken down, but you got to remember in today's world, law enforcement never knows what they're going to encounter in that. And, you know.
Can I interject something there?
Sure.
I think if they had done their homework right, they would have known it's an 86-year-old woman and a 60-year-old woman, single, living here. I mean, we're not a threat to anybody.
I understand, but that doesn't mean that in today's world there isn't 60-year-old people and 80-year-old people that are still actively criminally inclined and can be dangerous, and so they have to take their precautions and perform as they're trained to do too. So without any further
I just
ado,
don't think that they needed to jam my door when it was not even locked.
well, that may or may not be the case, ma'am. But what happened. I'm sorry that happened. And regardless, we still have a cost that the taxpayers are incurring for something that was illegally done on your property, and you're asking us to waive that cost. That's hard for us to do.
I honestly don't know what else to do. I took the only route that I saw available because I don't know how we're going to pay that.
Well, like I said, you could pay it in increments, set up something with the county and a payment plan. I don't know what the minimum payment would work out to be. That's something you would work out with the county, but they do have a forgiving plan to where you pay it over time, and that way there it gets done, and the taxpayers aren't having to foot the bill for something that they had nothing to
I don't want
do.
the taxpayers to have to foot the bill. Is there any way instead of waiving it that they can lessen it?
I mean, basically 23%, 22% has already been waived. That all of us taxpayers are covering that cost.
I'm a taxpayer also, sir.
I understand. Oh, anyway, that's all I really have to say.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sanguinetti. Are there any other board members that wish to address the?
Filing insurance.
Yeah, I already said that.
Right, there is no way.
If somebody's saying something I can't hear.
Thank you, Ms. Norris. Anyone else?
It sounds to me like your microphone didn't work. There was nothing coming across in the chamber there.
Okay,
So
thank
I'm
you.
fine.
Mic was off.
You hear me now? Ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Okay. So part of the responsibility of being a private property owner when you're renting as income property is to also weigh your risk. And you do that by having an insurance policy. So you might want to check with your insurance company and see what you have for coverage for loss of rents, plus the damages incurred by your tenant. That's the place where you go to get relief from any cost that is incurred for you to do business as a rental
I have
property
every
owner.
intention of going to the tenant.
I'm sorry?
I said I do have every intention of going to the tenant.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, well, that's good. That's another option. Let's see, our county counsel's here. Isn't there an option? Can't you make a claim with the sheriff for the damage?
No,
Is that an option?
that is not an option.
What was that, sir?
Yeah. No, I was just asking a question. I got the answer as far as if you could make a claim with the sheriff, but I guess that isn't a viable option. So, okay. Well, then there are no more comments with the board. Do you have anything else you wish us to know before we deliberate?
I don't know what to say. No. I appreciate your time.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for coming to the board and presenting your case. At this point, we're going to close the public hearing, and then I guess we'll just discuss amongst ourselves what we decide occur here.
So do I stay on the line or do I hang up now?
No, stay on the line so you can hear what the outcome is, okay?
Right.
Chairman, what I have to say is I support staff's position to deny the appeal. Feel that we've already given 23% a break. Taxpayers. That I do suggest that since she didn't warrant, I would just that she asked to see the warrant that was used, since there was a claim of busting down the door in that, and then that would help, I think, her tenants, or a claim against her tenants that it caused her damages that she shouldn't have got based on what they did.
So do it,
So
it's
a motion.
as a motion to deny?
Yes.
So I have a motion to deny the appeal by Mr. Sanguinetti. Do I have a second on that?
Second.
And a second to deny the appeal by Ms. Norris. Roll call?
Prada,
Yes.
Norris, Sanguinetti,
Yes.
Muniz.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. All right, let's move down the agenda. So our consent calendar, we don't have anything there. We have nothing continued. No other hearings. Any public comments? Nobody on the line?
public comment.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to comment.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there any way that the
That is, please state your name.
Yeah, state your name, please.
Speaking.
sorry, Genevieve Batson,
Okay.
I'm Jody's daughter.
Okay.
Is there any way that the fine can be? I mean, because you know that there was a renter, so and you have his name, right? The Pablo.
No.
No.
Yeah, I want.
She
To,
wants to pass the buck.
I just want to know if there's any way that the fine can be directed to him then, because
Through small claims court, you take them through small claims court.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, we're done hearing that matter anyways, but yeah, you'd have to go after him.
So it was denied?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right.
You guys have a great day.
You too. Okay, so
Thanks.
public comments are over, I believe. No more public comments. Okay. Staff reports. Any staff reports? None of those. And election of officers on the calendar? Okay. Election of officers.
Forgot we had to do this.
I was wondering why we were meeting today.
We had it decided, a couple months ago.
Yeah, I thought we did.
Matt
Yeah, I
here.
thought I was going to do it again. And
Yeah, didn't we already do this?
But we talked about that, but you weren't here, I don't think, Marion. the
I was
last one.
here.
yeah.
We pushed it off for a reason. Pushed it off because we were gonna have Mike do it again,
Right.
and then I think we were gonna.
Oh, Mike wasn't here.
Mike, you weren't here,
I wasn't here. Okay.
so
So we're wondering, do you want to do it again?
Yeah, I'll do it again. Sure.
Short year.
Yeah, I'll do it again. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I'll do it. So we're good to go then.
So I have a motion to appoint Mike as chairman for another season.
Second.
Okay, so we have a motion from Mr. Sanguinetti for me to be the chair for the next year. Second by Ms. Norris. Roll call.
Prada,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Sanguinetti,
Yes.
Muniz.
Okay.
And vice chair, we talked about Marion
Yep.
being vice chair.
I can do that.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion for Marion to be vice chair for this season.
Okay, so we have a motion by Mr. Sanguinetti for Ms. Norris to be the vice chair, a second by Mr. Muniz. Roll call.
Prada,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Sanguinetti,
Yes.
Muniz.
Okay. Well, I guess that covers everything. Yes? No one want to make any comments about anything? All right. Then we'll adjourn the meeting at 2:26.